So I'm here with Carrie Parker, and we've been talking about energy. Carrie's relaxing right now. Carrie's had some insight that there's going to be a big shift to do with energy, and it very matches up with I've in recent times felt some big shift. Something's changed, and we don't quite know what that future change will be. So I'm going to take Carrie forward, and we're going to have a look 5 years' time and just see what that energy shift is, if it's happened. We might look beyond that. We'll see. So Carrie, you just carry on relaxing and you're floating on your cloud. And in a moment, you're going to float forward 5 years, then down into 5 years. Get a sense of what, has there been a shift? Has something changed? If so, what exactly is it? So you're floating on your cloud and you're floating forward 1 year. Floating forward 2 years. And you may get a sense of something changing as we do this. Floating forward 3 years. Floating forward 4 years. And floating forward to 5 years, then all the way down into 5 years, all the way down for yourself, arriving around at 5 years. And just take a moment to see what you become aware of, or what comes to you, what insights you have to do with energy.
The first thing that I noticed was a buildup of energy that started as I started going through the different years.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like an energy that gathered momentum.
What form does that energy take? Or how
It felt
does it
like a
manifest? Mm.
I just felt it, so it felt like a vibration and a light.
Okay, is it a good energy?
Yeah.
And does this energy change anything? Does it create change in people or anything else, the world?
It changes people definitely. Um I'm just getting a bunch of feelings. I'm not really getting any, can't
Mm.
see anything right now, but I'm just kind of feeling swirling energies. Like there are energies that are mixing, like you would see paint being diluted into water. So the energies are like all mixing together in a way that's harmonious.
Interesting. And
So what it,
um,
whatever the color is, it feels like it's spreading, like the color is constant and it spreads.
does this energy affect certain people more than others or in different ways?
It affects people more than others, yes. um I think there are people that that notice it and feel it, and then there are the people that aren't able to access it.
Okay, so who are the people that seem to be able to connect with this energy more?
um People that are vibrating on a different frequency, and the
Mhm.
frequencies are, they are a higher frequency that is the same, so people's frequencies are matching each other, and so it's exactly the same frequency, which makes the color. And the color is it's a light a light purple to mid
Mm.
purple, and this is the frequency that is starting to spread, and it spreads from a clear or white frequency, and then it becomes purple.
So is there a demographic for the type of person that connects with this energy? Are they in a particular part of the world? Is it spiritual people? Is it younger people? Is there some sort of demographic there?
I'm not feeling a demographic. I'm just feeling a sense of wellness or a sense of lightness about the people that experience this. So they're people who are they're happy people. They're people who are lighter, um, people that are freer, and it's all over the world. There is no boundaries.
Mm. Is
Mm.
it people that are already quite spiritually aware, or can it be just anybody?
I feel that it starts off with the people who are more spiritually aware, but then I'm feeling like children will pick up on it very quickly
Mm.
because their energy fields will just be receptive to it. And also there'll be a connection with animals that they will recognize this frequency, this change. And so our connection with them will strengthen and our understanding of them will strengthen, um, because we are vibrating in more of an equal way that has never happened um, in our culture as far as we can remember.
And when do we?
Um,
Sorry, Karen.
like Erin,
Yeah, good.
I was just getting a sense that then the vibration will evolve again, but I'm not quite seeing what that is yet.
I was just wondering when this actually starts. Can you see a time from your current time when this energy starts to become apparent?
Mm, I can't. I'm feeling the number six, but I don't know if that's
Mm.
if that. Yeah, I'm not really getting a massive sense of time. I'm kind of more. Um, it's more a universal feeling. It's more of a um, this massive field of universal energy that has no time.
So kind of an awakening
Mm.
amongst people, or is there somebody particular that leads the way?
Um, I think there are numerous people,
Mhm.
and there are kind of like pockets of um, inspiration that happen.
Mm.
Lots of people around the world have the same idea at the same time, and then this naturally happens. Um, and people will start to discover the way that we can communicate will be different. And I've also there's something about like the heart of ET. There's like I feel like this big red beating heart, and that's the thing that will um, will keep this vibration, will make this vibration strong and push it out. Like it's a vibration of love, and we will really, really feel that love in our bodies very, very strongly. Um, and um, we will realize the importance of love over everything, and that the things around us that the small things, they will not be as important anymore.
Love this. Have you got any idea or insight into where that energy comes from or where it originates?
Um, I feel it's universal. I feel like it's coming from it's a it's a divine energy um that is necessary to help humanity, because if we don't start feeling love and we carry on the way we are, then we're gonna the world is not going to um be a happy place,
Mm,
and we need to be more joyful, and we need to be more playful, and we need to embrace love and be like children again, and love the things about life that are so incredible, and put all the stuff behind us that doesn't matter.
mm,
um so I feel it's a divine intervention for us to get back on track, um as a humanity, to understand each other, and the frequency connection will help us love and understand and accept each other, because we're on the same vibration, and it will be impossible to dislike or judge or for
mm.
any negativity to happen on that frequency. And I feel the frequency, um, the children that will be experiencing it, they, well, I believe actually children already experience it, but it will be something that they continue to experience. They won't grow out of it, and that it will evolve as well. So the initial frequency, I believe, will gather um, strength and be something else in the future, but I don't know what that is.
I love the fact that this is so universal because it's everything's so divisive right now. You're in this camp or that camp. There's constant division um, between people, and as you're talking about this, I just get visions of this being so universal. It just brings people from every background together, and that's one thing I think. I said the other day, people are so angry, they're creating more negativity because they're so uptight and so arguing, they're creating more. And to have this energy that is love and it unifies people, I think that's exactly, I can really see why we need this energy. So I love this. I absolutely love it. It's so nice.
I'm
Feels so good.
seeing that there's going to be things that people will do to facilitate people feeling love. If people are struggling to feel love,
Mm,
there is going to be ways that, or um, learnings that people can do, so they can start to really let love into their hearts and open their hearts. Um, I do believe crystals are going to be important. I believe that the natural world is going to be massively significant to this evolution, and that the connection with um, with the frequencies is needs to be a combination of the natural world. So the energy of water, the energy of sunshine, the energy of sound is important. Um, the energy of laughter is important. Um, um, there will be ways that joy will be kind of it will almost feel like a blueprint that people will can almost like piggyback on someone's joy and feel it for themselves and embody it and start to live their joyful life, um, and get inspiration from the vibrations of animals and the vibrations of the earth, and all being on the same frequency, and also the vibrations of the trees and the plants, how important that is, that we have to realize that we're all connected and that we are actually animals, and that we are, yes, we are humans, and we have a existence on this planet where we believe we are um, maybe more important than other things, but actually animals and the trees and the earth are all spiritual things, and we are all just one great big ball of spiritual energy that needs to be cohesive. And then once the love is there and once the changes are happening, then all these things that make our society difficult, the government's fighting about I don't know, energy or war or aid or whatever the big problems are in the world, they will be resolved, and it will be almost like child's play. Like it's almost like the things that we uh, uh, the problems in the world were like a tiny blip of like, and we'll look back and think, what was that all about? Why were we all so angry? Why did we need to fight all the time? Why
Mm,
was there so much division?
mm,
Because we all want the same thing. Surely everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants to be feeling this wonderful, joyful, happy life that then
mm.
we can go on and we can make it better and more joyful and a better future, and we can make so much progress because we're all vibrating at the same frequency and the earth feels it, and we are at one with nature.
This really seems like quite a seismic shift from where we are now. So it feels like this must really grow very quickly once the awareness is there. It must be like a mass awakening, which I really like. And I'd like to take you to 20 years from current time and just see how this has developed. It's just what you're saying is mind blowing and it's perfect and it's just what we need. So I just want to have a little peek at 20 to see what comes after this seismic shift as this spreads. So just settle back on your cloud and just float up and up. And so you're looking down on that point. In the moment, you're going to float forward 15 years, which will take you 20 years from your current time. So you're floating forward to 10 years from your current time, and floating forward to 15 years from your current time, and floating forward to 20 years from your current time, and just float down and down and down and down into 20 years, and just get a sense of how that energy has changed things or developed, or is it fizzled out? What do you sense?
First thing I sense is laughter. I sense joy and happiness like immediately. I see very bright pink light, pink and kind of pink merging into purple, but very, very vibrant light with a bit of white. And people are, it almost feels a little, my sense is it's almost like I imagine that it would have been in medieval times, like the communities are very strong.
Mm,
People are working together. There's a real sense of community that wasn't there before, and people are happy, and there's a sense of things working. There's a sense of systems in place that um, are just kind of working perfectly, and everyone is happy, and it feels light and it feels organized, but um yeah, it's kind of like I'm kind of getting an image of like maybe how we used to live, like with um with like a mud hut and children running around outside,
mm,
and we're outside a lot, and we are mixing as a community, and we're happy, and we're in the sunshine, and we are not stuck inside a box all the day. we've got the sun on our faces and we are working together.
It actually reminds me of the 60s when the whole hippie movement started. And that was very much based on love and peace. And it's almost as if that was just a little test run, but it wasn't quite right. And communities did appear. That's still a community up near Forest of Dean that was around from the 60s. It feels to me very much like 60s love and peace, but how I see it more, almost more organized at that 20 years. And I'm seeing big groups gathering, big groups, just as if they get together to build the energy in some way. And I don't know how that happens. It's almost as if they get together. It's interesting when you mention sound, because when I wrote my book, Cosmic Energy, I was mind traveling 100, 200 years into the future to find out what we need to know. And sound and color came into it a lot. So, and that really makes a lot of sense what you're saying. I absolutely love this. So, um, and, and I don't think I think maybe in the 60s, it was a hard time to do it. You know, it's post war and, people are struggling. And it's almost as if that was like a little test run, but now we're more ready. Is that the feeling you get? It's like we're ready for it now, or more people are ready?
Yeah, I feel that because we will have lived with this awareness of vibration and the ways that we can make it happen, we
Mm,
will we will want to improve upon that, and we'll use technologies to improve upon that. Um, and we will gather together to have mass collective consciousness events, which
mm,
we will be, I think they will be commonplace. Or even if there is an issue that is happening, instead of a traditional around the boardroom style interaction, it will be a meditative, collective consciousness, vibration raising instead that will solve problems, and that is how we will operate. And the ways of which we will progress is by learning about the different ways that vibrationally we can improve, and we will start to understand that there is the collective consciousness vibration, but also the fact that our energies affect other people, and so the energy is infectious and spreads, but also there is something about getting to a better state of understanding um, vibrationally, where we will get to a place where we will not be ill and we will not be angry, and there will be a peacefulness beyond anything we've experienced ever before, that completely frees us. And I believe that our mission as a humanity will be to search for the ways of increasing our vibration, and the idea of vibrational energy will be completely accepted worldwide as it will be a unequivocal truth that is, people will not be able to ignore the existence of it and the benefits of it, and the fact that if you were to have a negative energy, you will very quickly realize how that will be squashed by the better energies around you. Um, so I believe it is a few decades of discovery coming up where we will put a lot of time and energy into finding out how we can improve as human beings and how we can raise our vibrations. And I don't know if it's going to be um, through natural ways, so the sound and the light and the music and art and dancing and all the things that actually traditionally bring us joy, I think they are going to be the things that will raise our vibrations and take us to a different place. Um, but there may be also technologies that will happen that will help to enhance our vibration, or there may be buildings that are built that will enhance our vibrations, and but everything will be mindful of this happening. This is going to be the focus, because we recognize this is the way for technological advances, this is the way for humanity advances, and this is the way for happiness and peace.
This is amazing. So I just want to ask you one thing. How can people prepare for this or be ready for this?
I think the most people can do at this moment is to free their hearts from whatever emotional pain that they have in it, because if their hearts are closed off, then they're not going to find it as easy to feel this vibration. The vibration will help, and actually the vibration will heal. But to make um, people um, to make the vibration as strong as possible, I think people need to heal some of their pain. But I also believe the vibration is going to be a massive healing shift for the world. It's going to heal so much pain that we feel as human beings living this human existence. Um, and it's going to take away a lot of the fear and a lot of the pain that we are experiencing as humans. But to put ourselves in the best place, I think we need to start feeling the vibration of love now, which is very easy to do. Just to think of something that makes you feel happy, um, or just to go somewhere that makes you feel happy, or listen to a song that you love, something that just makes you feel brilliant in that moment, that is going to help.
Yeah, that makes wonderful sense. This has been so good, and the information's really wonderful. So thank you so much. I'm just going to stop the recording here.